Hey, how you doing, Rap Station? This is Sammy Sam, aka Sammy Vegas, and we are out here with the legendary Bob Horn today.
How you doing?
Hey, and he's the ultimate mixer of many, many famous artists and many, many legendary artists. Can you tell me who you work with?
Michael Jackson, Usher, Neo, Brandy, Akon, Timbaland, bunch of country artists, kind of lots of different genres, all kinds of people. Too many to remember.
Too many to remember.
Some famous, some you never heard of, and some that you will hear of.
Right. And you also did recently with Lupe featuring Chris Brown also.
Yeah.
Yes, Lupe Fiasco.
And this guy, Sammy Sam.
Right. And me, I'm just unknown. Bob is a mixing engineer that I met a long time ago, when I was through Interscope guy named Big Chuck.
Yeah.
And he's been helping me out. It's been an honor. I've been getting his help for a long time. And Bob, also, could you tell me, for people out there who is trying to be you, basically, can you give them some tips?
I've just always worked really hard and really focused at what I'm trying to do, which is audio engineering, mixing, production, and work on it almost every day, 10, 12 hours a day. You know, there's a lot of competition, a lot of people out there, so if you want it, you got to do it, and you just got to remember there's always someone on your heels that wants to take your spot, so you got to stay up on your game.
Can you tell me about a little bit about your history, where you're from?
I grew up in Ohio, Cincinnati, and grew up playing a bunch of instruments, guitar, bass, saxophone, piano, having a bunch of bands in high school, and then went to Berklee College of Music in Boston for 4 years, and then ended up in Nashville, Tennessee for a while, and then New York and North Carolina, and then kind of settled in LA around 2001, and just been working out here ever since.
You know what I'm interested in is, how'd you get your first major job?
I had a producer book a studio that I was friends with the owners, and they wanted me to be the engineer. And his name was Nephew, and he's actually worked with Big Chuck.
I know who Nephew is.
Yeah. And so I worked with him for about a week over in North Carolina. Both our parents lived in North Carolina at the time. Sorry. And so we worked for about a week, and we realized that we both lived out here, close to each other. So we decided when we got back to LA that we'd continue working together, and we just formed a partnership. And then over the next 5-6 years, did about 1,000 records together. Ton of tracks, ton of full songs, and I was just that production company's day-to-day guy for both recording and mixing. So whatever big jobs they got, I got to be a part of. So,
I'm pretty sure you just said the name, the man, the pop legend, the king of pop, Michael Jackson. How was it working with him?
It was unreal. Just like to work with your idols, Michael Jackson, Jay-Z. It's like you see them on TV, you see them in videos, and then to be in the studio with them, it's kind of surreal, and it takes a minute to get used to the idea of we're collaborating with them. And, so definitely a larger than life experience.
Whenever I hear that story from you, it amazes me. I'm jealous. You know what I mean? I'm jealous.
We're definitely one of the highlights of my life.
Exactly. That's you can't trade that for anything. Hey Bob, I see the studio. You guys see the studio right here. What are your plans with this studio?
We just built this to have a spot where we can have unlimited time to do our projects and not have to rent them from another person studio time. So it just gives us a lot of advantages to work on projects we want to work on. We right now we're expanding with a business partner with a few more studios. Just trying to have like a community of people that we can collaborate with, work with each other.
Great.